No.
So he's probably, because that's why I was like, I don't see no food up here. That's why I was trying to call you, because I want to see if you ate yesterday.
Um, yeah, I don't know. Oh, sit down for a while. Somehow I had the freaking sniffles today. Oh, I gotta ask the chat something though. I really do. What? You getting in the shower? Oh, okay. I just gotta talk talk to my chat for a minute because I heard some crazy news, information today that well, like I got a problem. Something just wasn't right with that information. That's weird.
How do you think chili on top of fries?
Chili fries, they say is good if you put some cheese on it.
Because that's not working. You got to put the chili right.
Yep, that's what's supposed to be like spicy or something. So I don't know. You got me. You got me feeling, feeling. Oh, oh.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
And get your clothes with this orange base.
Yeah, I know, right? That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy. Oh, crazy, crazy. USA. Oh, oh, hi. Yeah, 13. Yeah, trigger. I'm not going to be here long, y'all. I heard, hey, how y'all doing? I got the sniffles today. That's crazy, right? I got the goddamn sniffles today. But I heard
At Firehouse
today.
Subs, a portion of every
Oh
purchased
jeez,
helps
let me
provide
turn this
life-saving
down.
equipment to first responders. Every
Uh,
sub makes a difference. Like our Firehouse Meatball or Hearty Italian Sub. Your choice for just $6.99 each. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
okay, I have to turn that down. Oh, thank God it's Friday, y'all, cause I'm so glad to be home right now. And I was like, I gotta get home, cause hey, Trigger, hey, today, girl, man, hey, I had to, cause I heard, the recordings, and I'm listening to this stuff, right? And I'm like, wait a minute, 1300 to an attorney, right? Said to an attorney. I think I'm right. That's what I heard, right? And I was like, wait a minute, hold up. I got a problem. I got a problem. I got a problem. Because I'm wondering, like, if this is uh, uh, the government versus Dubowski. I'm going to leave that right there, right? That's what all the paperwork says, right? This is who he is has been brought in to face the courts against the government, right? Normally, when it's someone else that has a problem with someone else and they pay money, I'm just trying. This whole law shit is crazy, right? And when they pay money to an attorney, usually the person that pays the money to an attorney is usually the person that has the problem. Am I correct on that or no? Because I was thinking about it on my way home before I got in here. Because I was like, let me ask the chat what you guys think. So with all this lost shit, right? So I played the role out in my head, right? Granted that it's some back and forth, that went on for quite a long time between these guys, right? Bunch of guys, all these guys, right? This whole triangle or circle or whatever. It went on for a while, and it escalated to, well, what, your mama, well then your mama, well then, this is your kids and this is your kids, well, this is your address and this is your address, right? Just verbal beef back and forth, right? No one ever expecting for it to, I guess I never did expect for it to escalate the way it did, right? And I'm like, hold up, this is crazy, right? But I was listening to the recording today, and I gotta ask you guys, I really need a answer very close to the facts as possible, So this is where I need two heads is better than one. So I said, well, okay, I'm beefing back and forth with this guy on YouTube, right? This guy does some things. This guy was accused of being the distraction or the reason, because you kept hearing that word out there, the reason why um, Mr. Kelly's case ended up the way it was, and it was because of a lot of intimidating of the witnesses and so on and so forth, right? Etc. So, okay. And so I'm saying, well, okay, he did all of these things to me. So I'm going to need an attorney because the protocol would be the food chain, the legal chain. And the legal chain would be kind of what you saw with Cardi B and Tasha K, right? Cardi B didn't like it, the things that Tasha K was saying. She used all kind of verbal language on Cardi B to do her commentary, right? So I'm thinking, well, okay, well, what did Cardi B do first? Well, she put a cease and desist out because that was angled towards her, right? So she went and paid for an attorney, and the case was about Cardi B and Tasha K. I forgot her real name, right? Let's play this out for a second, right? Let's play this out. So I'm thinking, okay, now let me take this picture right here and align it with the picture that's going on over here. They're back and forth with some guys, and the guys use a whole bunch of verbal language, da da da, you a bitch, fuck you and your mama, and you going to jail, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So I am one of those guys, and I felt like, you know what? No, I'm going to, stop this. And the first method to stopping this is the cease and desist. And if you do not comply, then guess what? Now I have to go further up the chain and hire an attorney. Guess who should have been at court if I'm going to go and spend $1,300 to retain an attorney? It would be about me and him. However, you have the USA, the District of New York or whatever. It's against them, against versus his real name is Christopher Gunn, right? So somebody tell me how, number one, why would it have made any sense for anybody to portray that they're paid an attorney to attempt to have anybody locked up when the infraction was not even about him who paid the attorney? It make it make sense to me. So you tell me, take it a step further for you. So you mean to tell me that somebody paid an attorney $1,300 for a person to say, well, okay, we'll help you send in whatever audio you have. You don't need to pay an attorney to do so. You can just put it and seal it in whatever you have. Like they said, I hear out there that CD was received on behalf of who? Who did they receive that from? To play where it would show repetitive behavior of Dubosky to strengthen the government's case. Who sent it in? I'm just saying, it's just a food for thought. Because people will say and do and tell you anything. And we all know that. We all know that. But I kept replaying that in my head after I was hearing it, right? And I'm like, but if you were just going to help the government, you don't have to pay an attorney unless this is a case against, X, Y, and Z versus L, M, and N. In this case, it is not. So if I take it a step further and I'm thinking, well, okay, I paid $1,300 for an attorney to intercept some of these audios that I have because I want you to help me get them in the courtroom to help the government with their case against this guy. As an attorney, I'm the attorney. I just switched shoes. You mean to tell me that you want to pay me $1,300 to send in some video of something that this guy that you're saying have some threats or anger or bitter towards the government, but nothing towards you? What did he do to you? So you want me to do that? Somewhere there's a word pertaining to the law where I don't know in my gut, in my heart feeling that may be a miscarriage of justice or pretense under that lawyer. You took money on behalf from someone else on his behalf to help send in incriminating evidence in a case that your client who paid you ain't got shit to do with, because he didn't send in any threats about him. He sent in allegedly information of the threatening highlight that they say he is charged for based on official people. His name ain't even in there. So somebody make that make sense to me, because I was really, really puzzled. I'm like, hold the fuck up. You did what? So with him, the $1,300 on the table, payable to an attorney, here's what I would have expect to see in the near future. Somewhere, an attorney that was paid $1,300 standing in the court defending his client whom paid him with threats towards him. Make it make sense. I'm just saying. And I'm like, you paid $1,300 to an attorney. Well, I mean, I have to say kudos to the attorney, because the attorney sure done robbed his ass. He done took your $1,300 and shook your hand and said, well, okay, we can get this done. Well, that was a quick $1,300 damn dollars. like what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? The attorney wins because he ain't got to do shit else but seal up some damn audio that the client had and mail them off to a judge and make sure that they get it. And that is a prudent way of making sure that an attorney would get evidence if you are mad at somebody. If an attorney name is on the envelope and it could be a well-known attorney or whatever, of course a judge is going to open it up and look at it. Now, had it been just one of you people, regular civilians, they'd probably opened it up after the damn trial was over and didn't even think of it. Some of them just probably throw some stuff on in the garbage and act like they ain't even have it. So if you ask me, the client who paid the attorney, he done got jacked. He done got jacked. The attorney put himself in a win-win situation. He ain't had to do shit. Not a goddamn thing, but seal up an audio. Well, okay. And I don't know if the attorney was hired for $1,300 on pretense just in case, they get the call, the client into the courtroom or something. Then okay, give or take, he may as well have his attorney there already with the deposit down of a retainer fee. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, if these people don't quit playing with this goddamn bullshit, it don't make no damn sense. Nah. And but being that if it was an attorney under oath, with the law, he what he should have done was specifically just had a regular consultation and said that, oh, hold up, dude. Oh, this ain't about this. Oh, this ain't for you. Oh, I thought that you needed an attorney. You want me to do some back handling ass shit that you could just do your damn self. Anybody can seal up some shit and send it off. The only thing about it, right? Here's the only thing about it, right? Here's the catchy part to it, right? If you send something in, have the client send it in by himself, right? And there is no return name on the top of the envelope. What's the first thing that the official buildings how do they react? Oh my God, this must be some anthrax. Oh my God, this must be, it's something in here. So they already calling in the hazmat team on that, especially if it's got a certain out, a weight to it. Yeah, that shit is over 2 point some ounces and it ain't no return to sender on there or where it didn't come from. Boy, they calling in the whole goddamn hazmat team for that shit, and the water hose gonna hit it and fuck it up any goddamn way. Oh, it don't even make no sense. So that could be a possibility of why an alleged $1,300 retained attorney was brought into this, so he can apply his name in. Now, if you ask me, that's some doubling ass criminal shit because he ain't give a fuck about the goddamn attorney either. As far as him probably being, it come back to him and be like, well, okay, well, who did you get this from? Why did you, so and so? This is it, if something like this goes deep, right? Which we know it probably won't go deep like that, right? But I'm just saying though, now here the attorney under investigation, he's like, well, he don't know the real name, cause don't nobody know the real name. The dude probably walked in there and gave him all kind of fake name or this or that. Now the attorney is under fucking fire and probably about to lose his goddamn law license for some bullshit like this. This shit is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, y'all. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I'm like, Lord have mercy. You about to cause a damn attorney to lose his damn law license and the firm if he hold one. Cause he done some old crooked ass quick $1,300 come up on a game ass shit. Man, this shit crazy, y'all. This shit is crazy. Boy, I'll be back. I swear, y'all, I'll be cracking up. Like $1,300 to retain an attorney to do what? Send off information. Could have done that shit your damn self. They could have done that shit your damn self. Now, I promise y'all, on my way home, of course, I had to switch the channel because that went off. I switch. Now I'm over here on channel Book 'em. I'm like, this nigga here. He sits his ass up there, y'all. I think I'm catching a cold, boy. I feel it in my throat and my nose. So I'd have finna hit this NyQuil, y'all, shower and get up under the covers. But I'm sitting to him, right? And of course, you know how he doing. He depicting, he making up his own law. This nigga got a whole goddamn motherfucking fraud at the goddamn law class right in his motherfucking bedroom. Reading out of the Lost Sesame Street book or some goddamn shit. I don't know. Mr. Snuffleupagus is the motherfucking teacher. I don't know, y'all. Cause I'm sitting here going, what? And so he's playing a video, right? He's going through the video, right? And then he gets to this one part. he gets to the one part, right? It's kind of muffled, right? He kind of muffled it because he don't want you to really hear it too good, right? And it's the part where somebody has said, I think it was Dennis Byron, right? So he got a phone call. It's like, well, dude, Dennis Byron putting the information out, a little bit about you on that record, woo-woo, and how, Dubowski ended up being so bitter and retaliating the way he does because he's setting the perception out here that it's a that Bookham starting this shit. So with all due respect, you already know that with black folks when we get mad, the first thing we want to do is retaliate. Boy, God forbid if these people go back and try to figure out how all of this stuff really started. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. And that's what they need to do. They need to go back. They need to go back from the beginning, from right after the protesters, because that's when it all started. Right after the ending of all of those walks for Mr. Cali, that's when the street code's been broken and people started getting mad and bitter, and it was fuck your mama, suck my dick, and you a bitch, and I'm gonna beat you up, I'm gonna fuck you up when I see you, and all that shit, right? That's where they need to go. Back to that goddamn point right there. Government do. And they need to sit somebody down and go back and forth with both sides. With you play this side of the videos, you play this side of the videos. That's the only way that they're going to get the truth out of who is lying, who's full of shit, who did fraudulent shit, who did intimidating of the public. Because I feel like my mind been intimidated and corrupt out here, and I'm trying to take some NyQuil and shit and get this shit back together over here, because this shit crazy as fuck, y'all, right? So, with that being said, right? So, he plays a little bit of the video, right? And did Dennis Brown. Y'all wait till I tell y'all what I saw on Dennis Brown, too, because that was my third part of getting home, right? Because I had bumped into a video. Y'all probably seen it, but I had to do a little bit more laughter on my way home. Sometimes do y'all feel crazy when you be in the car by yourself and you just bust out laughing and shit, and you look across to the driver, on the car next to you, right? And them people looking in your car like, what the fuck wrong with that? I'll be looking up like, motherfucker, if you only fucking knew what I was listening to, your ass would be lying. You would be cracking up too, right? So he played the video. And then Bookham gets to this one part, right, that started talking about him, Dennis Brown, right? It started talking about him. So he got to the part where he heard his name on the video. So all of a sudden, wait for it, here comes the excuse. He was like, okay, well, you know what? Yeah, I did that shit. Boy, these criminals is easily to be broken, y'all. They got to watch the movie Easily to Be Broken, y'all. These motherfuckers is easy to be broken, right? I was sitting there like, oh shit, Booker, your motherfucking ass shaking in your pants, because that motherfucker wannabe journalist of goddamn Dennis Bryan to drop your shit out here. I'm literally talking to myself in the goddamn car, right? Oh my God, y'all, it was so funny, right? Because ain't nobody in there to talk back to me. So I was just carried on with my motherfucking conversation. I'm like, well, fuck it, because I know I ain't crazy, but if I just gonna have a one-on-one goddamn conversation. But okay, so Booker was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I did that shit. Oh, you did, huh? He admitted they got that shit out here on recording probably about 100 times. I can't wait to go see if that damn Jim Shoe boy got that shit recorded, because he like dropping that shit in there. I did it. I did that shit. That drunken Larry. I did that shit. So, anyways, here he goes. He paused for a minute, y'all. He paused for a minute. He was like, but that was over a year ago. He said, but he already playing out his motherfucking defense and ain't even been indicted yet. That's how you know, boy. It's a scary motherfucker. That nigga, his knees and shit shaking. Yeah, that nigga is already putting his goddamn defense out here in motherfucking like seriously now. Listen, Law and Order, Court TV, all this bullshit that been all on the goddamn TV. And I tried to tell y'all some of the smartest ass wannabe motherfuckers ended up being the dumbest motherfucking criminals in the goddamn world. I ain't lying. I ain't lying to you. Niggas. I did that. Yeah, I did that shit. Now, had he get indicted tomorrow, how is it that he's gonna explain to the judge that he did that shit? This is how he's gonna do it. He plans on standing up and raising his hand up because he feels now that he can swoo and sway over a goddamn judge. Bookham needs to be on the goddamn, what's that woman name? Judge Judy. And I'm gonna tell you why. Cause that damn Dennis Byron was on Judge Judy. How many of y'all seen that shit? Cause this girl had me cracking up. I can play it for y'all for a little bit, cause it was funny as hell. I ain't know that. Dennis Byron. Ooh, child. What you find out here on these YouTube streets is straight up crazy. But that's gonna be the Bookham's defense. Well, I only retaliated because he said he was talking about my only in one offspring, and that was a no-no. So I had to come back, judge, and do what I had to do, which was scare him. I mean, I really wasn't gonna do nothing, but it was working in my favor. So that's just how that played out. And then he came back, and then I came back, and then he came back, and I came back, and then the judge gonna say, "But wait a minute, Mr. Booker, please, before you remain, take a seat, please remain up here." She gonna be like, "But I like to play another audio for you, please." And so Bookham's defense attorney, which is going to be Mr. Snuffleupagus. Cause I don't even see no real goddamn defense attorney standing beside his motherfucking ass. They might as well bring in Kermit the Frog as the motherfucking stenographer, Miss Piggy as the motherfucking water girl, give him some water in case he fall out. Whole motherfucking cartoon people to just show up to this goddamn book of motherfucking court hearing, right? Cause this shit ain't gonna be nothing but motherfucking joke any goddamn way. Cause he think he gonna be able to pull a sheep over a motherfucking wolf. The wolves take small little bites. They'll chew right on through that shit and still see your ass. But anyways, he said he gonna be like, "Oh, you okay?" So his defense attorney gonna be like, "Oh, well, Your Honor, we're not aware that there was another videotape." And then the judge gonna be like, "It's quite all right. It's gonna be admissible." And the videotape gonna be him and Toxic Diamond on there. So about, is this your voice, Mr. Bookham? Your Honor, I don't know. That kind of sound like me, but I don't think that I would be doing nothing like that. I don't even know who that lady is on there. Well, remember, Bookham, you're under oath. I know, Your Honor, but I mean, you know what? It could be me, but that was a year ago. Yeah, I don't think, Your Honor, according to Section 52, Y parentheses 2-3 under Australia section law of 503 triple B, that shouldn't be admissible, Your Honor. I call a motion to move. Mr. Snuffleupagus, do your job. Do your job. Well, please have a seat, Mr. Snuffleupagus. I'll ask you again, sir. Bookham, is this your voice on the videotape claiming that you were attempting to look for Mr. Christopher Gunn's address? And for what reason? Were you working for the mailman, or you were going to drop off some chocolate chip cookies? What exactly did you need the address? Well, Your Honor, see, this is what had happened. He was putting up my stuff and I was putting up his stuff. But truth be honest, because I don't want to go to jail. This stuff was all just YouTube entertainment, and we all was just bluffing on one another or whatever, right? And this and that. But Your Honor, I wasn't really serious like that, Your Honor. I wasn't really serious like that. I understand that, Mr. Booker, but I'm gonna need you to stand up and face the real wall. A sheriff, I'm gonna need you to take him into custody, Mr. Booker. We gonna find you right now. The 1 year, just 1 year in jail. Oh, Your Honor, I got kids. I like who's gonna be there to collect my EBT? Who's gonna pay my rent? I cannot, y'all. This shit right here, it be cracking me up. I promise y'all, this be cracking me up. However, to the extent of the nature of what's really going on, with Scooby Doo having to deal with the law off of sticks and stones. We talking about words, word things. And like I say, I'm from that old town country road Chicago, y'all. And I promise you, if the people ain't done no action towards you or has enable you from working and continue to pay your rent, man, sometimes you just gotta blow that shit. Yeah, okay. And you got to be like Bernie Mac. Talk all that shit you want to talk, but bust a move. Now that's when you bust a move is when I need to go to the level two. Level two. Other than that, man, I'll sit back and laugh at this shit. But no, this shit ended up with now this boy got to go and deal with the law and I get it. And he, understanding that nobody out here is bigger than the law because they would have been, made it our way like Burger King a long time ago. But it ain't gonna never happen that way. I don't give a damn who is getting dressed and suited and booted to go fight whatever the hell you want to fight. This is the other people land. They open this door up. We have been receiving reparation. You got stimulus. You got this. We got that. We're able to buy homes. You don't have to sit in the back of the bus no more. None of that stuff. Red Sea has moved on. And if you ain't caught a whiff of your win-win, and when they open up these doors periodically, that's on you. Cause you ain't changing a goddamn thing. I don't care how much everybody out here wanna boast and we and the law and the this or this or that. It ain't gonna freaking happen. It's a try. It's worth a try, and I grant that. The notion of it is excellent. It's excellent. Go on. Be another Rosa Parks. Be another Martin Luther King. Be another Malcolm X. Be another Jesse Jackson. Go on and do it. Because had it been done, or if they were 100% successful at what they're doing, then your butt wouldn't be out here trying to do it. They opened the door for us to keep bitching about it. That's what they did. They opened a door for you to keep bitching about what's not right. But at the same time, it's a steel motherfucking double, a steel triple, quad goddamn door. You're going to have to get on up there. And I have seen so many black cultural people try to get through that damn door up there. But you know what happens up there? Once you get to that door up there, guess what's up there? A big old nice envelope to buy your ass out. And if you happen to be one of those black broke ass people, you gonna get in. But they gonna persuade you with those numbers in that envelope. And you just gonna trick and trade and tap on out from the black folks just like the rest of them have done. And it is what it is. See, it is what it is. I don't allow nobody, my culture or any culture, to get all in my fucking head about what they can do and what we gonna do, what we need to do, and we do this. Yeah, I be over here for, shut the fuck up. I ain't gonna even lie. Keep that shit real. Man, shut the fuck. Go do it. Go do it. Go do it. Let's see you highlighted in the newspaper all by yourself. Let's see. I want to be able to say, oh, she did that shit, Then I'm coming to bag it up. You go do all the muscle work. Go ahead. Because now if we're sitting out here witnessing how the behavior can that it has been conducted out here can easily trigger those people to come and pick this boy up based off of some goddamn playground ass arguments, and you did it, and you intimidated, and you man, get up out here. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. I ain't finna knock on the wrong damn door. My life too damn good over here. And it was good because they opened the door up and let me slip in it. Once I got in it, I'm still in it. It ain't nothing they can do now to push me out of it. However, I understand a whole lot of people with a different perception of it. I understand put the cape on and want to go save the world. But the only thing that I have people really need to save out here, you gotta save yourself something because the world been gone. The world been corrupted. 1968, Martin Luther King got shot. The world was done. We lost one of the best motivator, civil rights speaker ever. Even though he did, there's some behind the scenes stuff with him as well. But still, it's like, nah. And we received quite a bit of laws that works, It does works for you. It works for you. You just got to make it work for you. And making it work for you does not mean to have the type of behavior that you have been seeing displaying out here on YouTube. It doesn't work for you if you want to be those type of people. It doesn't. Doesn't work for you. Works for you when you're sitting, like me and some of you guys. Going to work, come home, I'm able to travel. We're able to get passports. We're able to go spend. We can go do any and everything that those people do. We can do it. Nothing stopping you. Nothing stopping you. But anyways, y'all, that was some funny ass shit. Now, let me tell y'all about the goddamn Dennis Byron, y'all. How many of y'all know about Dennis Byron's story? I had to share this here. How many of y'all know about the Dennis Byron story? But Bookham Show told on himself, yeah, I did it. Then he come with a reason. And I'm saying that to say this. Let me see if I can get my other phone, because I'll see if I can play this little short clip for y'all, right? I do not own the rights to the video, and I don't feel like looking it up on the Judge Judy show, right? But this was Dennis Byron. And when I was listening to the Judge Judy thing about where is my phone, I find my other phone. Oh, here we go. Okay, so when I was listening to this girl, young lady, I guess, play the Judge Judy stuff, right? Boy, I swear that wasn't nobody but Bookham standing there. I ain't lying. I'm sitting here going, "Ooh, Lord, y'all need to." Oh, hold on. Y'all need to put Bookham on the Judge Judy, because Judge Judy ain't having that shit. Judge Judy will be like, that ain't what I asked you. That ain't what I asked you. I'd be like, oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, where this girl at? Oh shit. You say they keep threatening him. Sometimes you just gotta let people just, you know what? You just gotta keep on threatening. Keep on threatening. Hey Jason. Hey Jason. Am I frozen? You say you believe that he gonna send the investigator van right on down the street. I got the wrong phone. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Yep. I'm getting sick. I don't know why. Oh. Let me get this one right here. Too many goddamn cell phones around this damn house. Okay. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find it. This shit was funny as hell. And I was like, oh my God, this really happened. I never thought that, because I never get to see anybody on Judge Judy, right, that you actually kind of, see somewhere else. I really did. But then I get to looking at this and I was like, oh Lord, that is Dennis Byron. Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. Hold on, I gotta find it and turn down. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. I don't know if my phone frozen. Is my phone frozen? Can y'all hear me? I hate when it freezes. Okay, wait.
Breaking faith and harassment. Order.
Okay, here we go. Listen to this.
Okay, I want to say something really quick.
Hold on.
Did you hear what they were suing him for? Did you hear that harassment at the end? They was like rent, past due rent, late fees, and harassment. Now these two women claim Dennis harassed them. Who's lying? First it was Tasha K. Then it was Jovi. Now this happened years ago, and it's another woman too. I'm gonna wait for that. That's gonna be the cherry on top. But these two women sued Dennis for not paying his goddamn rent, and you want to tell me that he been working for TMZ, getting all this money all this time? I think not. Somebody getting money from TMZ don't file for bankruptcy in 2011, and they damn sure don't, not pay their rent. Do not, they make sure they pay their goddamn rent. Y'all know what I mean. So let me go ahead and play this again from the beginning. Please listen carefully and closely. This is Judge Judy, and Mr. Dennis Byron was on Judge Judy because he couldn't pay his rent. Let's take this all the way back.
This subleasing tenant just couldn't deal. Communicating with her was very difficult. I was getting nasty messages, but she could only be pushed so far.
The rent was due on the 1st. It's late, officially on the 4th. He told me he would have it on the 8th. On the morning of the 8th, I called him, and he dodged my calls.
No, that's not true.
Don't speak to her.
This is a money grab.
Don't try to obfuscate the truth. It's not going to work here.
Judge Judy. You are about to enter the courtroom of Judge Judith Scheinman. This is Judge Judy. Takira Bellat and Alilia Monroe are suing their former tenant, Dennis Byron, for rent and bills, a lease-breaking fee, and harassment. Order. All rise.
Yes, case number 350 on account of the matter Bellat Monroe versus Byron. Twice have been sworn in. You may be seated.
Mr. Byron, I'm going to start with you, sir. Miss Bellat had an apartment in Georgia. Her work took her to California, so she had to find someone to take over her lease or to sublet her apartment to. She did an ad, you answered the ad. So far, we're correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And you moved into her apartment on what date?
May 25th. I had to clean it up because it wasn't clean when I got to
May 25th.
That's correct.
Did you pay any rent in May?
Yes.
How much? Stop shaking your head. I'm going to get to you in a second. This is your mom. Correct. How much money did you give the plaintiff for rent in May that you can prove?
I want to say it was
That
about
you can prove, not about.
$800.
Show me.
No, actually, I gave cash to the young lady. I did a video of it and sent it to her. So I did a video where I paid cash up front.
How much?
Oh, you can hear? Okay.
And that was for May.
That's correct. Well, that was I moved in a little earlier. I was supposed to move in the following month, but I moved in early so I could clean the place up.
Just listen to me carefully.
Yes.
Don't try to fast dance me. You moved in May
Fast
25th. You went
dance.
somebody else's property on May 25th. From May 25th to May 31st, how much
Now,
rent did
hold
you
on.
pay
Let
the
me
plaintiff?
stop that for a
Don't
second. Remember that word, fast stance. That's how when Bookham go to court. That's what he gonna be trying to do. Fast stance the judge. I was like, oh Lord, Bookham needs to go to Judge Judy.
$800. I'm talking about for the month of May, not for the month of June, for the month of May. How much rent did you pay for her? And if you say nothing, then I'll say you paid her nothing. And if she accepted that you paid her nothing for May 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th,
Let me
31st, pay attention.
Yes.
If you said you paid nothing and you didn't start paying rent until June and it was $800, then just say that. Don't try to obfuscate the truth. It's not going to work here. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Perfect. How much rent did you pay for the 6 days that you lived in her premises in May?
0.
Good. Now, you lived there in June.
Pay no
And
rent.
what was the monthly rent?
$10.99. But can I please speak
Why did I
How
come
much
early?
was the...
10.99.
I don't care why you came early. You're a grown-up man. If you came early, you came early. And if you came early because you had to clean it, you came early because you had to clean it.
Absolutely.
I don't care. It's irrelevant. You came early and you lived rent-free for 6 days in her premises. Now, in June, you paid how much rent?
10.99.
And do you have that check?
Yes, girl, zero.
Do you have that payment, Miss Balat?
I do, Your Honor.
$10.99 for June.
It was not $10.99. It was $9.16. This is the.
May I see it,
Yes.
please?
Wait to listen to this part, y'all. Listen to this part.
How much was the monthly rent?
Monthly rent is $10.99.
$10.99. Well, you can show me on your phone for June $1,099. That's not what the picture shows here.
There were other fees associated with what I paid.
Just a second. Rent. I'm talking about rent.
Can I refer to my phone so I can look at it? I had to look it up.
No, what you do is if you have evidence so that you don't waste my time in looking it up. You said you paid $10.99. I just want to see $10.99. Bring up $10.99 on your phone. She doesn't have $10.99.
Okay, there were 2 payments.
Give me the date of the payment and the amount of the payment.
The first one was on, I have different dates here, Your Honor. I'm going to take a word for it that I paid whatever she said. I'm going to take a word for it.
Not taking her word for it. She has proof. You paid her $9.16. The rent was $10.99. You said you have it. So give me the date of the payment and the payment. Not a surprise why you were coming here today, sir. You were coming here for back rent.
Ooh,
So you
yeah.
owe $183 for the month of June. Now, did you pay July?
I don't want
Did
to
you
take
pay?
a June.
Oh, yes, you do. It was $10.99.
He said he don't owe for no
It's
June.
$9.16, and you have nothing. You have nothing to the contrary. You just said to me, I don't have anything. I'll have to take her word for it, which is exactly what I'm doing. You owe her $183 for June. Let's go to July. July. How much rent did you pay in July?
I paid the full rent.
Just a minute.
The
Hey,
full-
just a second.
Yes.
You paid the full rent was $10.99. Show me.
Here you go, Your Honor. It's right here on my phone.
Good. Tell me the date of the payment and the amount.
There were 2 payments. The first one was,
Date.
I'll tell you the date, hold on.
You're not gonna
7-2.
What? On
7-2.
7/2, you pay her how much?
500 and, because my Zelle only takes
So just a second.
Listen,
Just give me the amount.
listen.
7/2.
500 and 600. So that's 1,100.
Just a second. On 7/2, you paid her
$500.
$500 and $600. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
So your square for July, August, how much did you pay her?
I'm square for July, so why would I owe?
Square for July,
Right,
or $183 for June.
Why wouldn't that be calculated in July? That would make no sense. If I owed it would carry forward, wouldn't it?
No, we're in August now.
Whatever I owed.
Date.
I paid 730.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Now, I want y'all to keep in mind, because I got to
So you
talk
paid
about something in a second, though.
$1,135
Yes, Your Honor.
in August.
Yeah, August 1st.
Okay. What was the additional money for, sir?
I believe it was the electricity.
Okay, and you were supposed to cover that.
Yes.
Why the additional money?
The additional charges for paying online, because the apartment complex doesn't typically take online payments, but due to them knowing I was in California, they have an online option, and it's $32.42 service fee.
Got it. September. Did you pay in September, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
How much and when?
1,000 in September and $318.90. So that's 18.90.
Why?
Late fees.
And when was the rent due?
The rent was due on the 1st. It's late officially on the 4th. I had to call him on the 8th and ask him, because he told me he would pay it on the 8th, because the complex processes eviction on the 10th. So I asked him would I have it by the 10th so that I could at least notify the office. He told me he would have it on the 8th. On the morning of the 8th, I called him and he dodged my calls. So then eventually he contacted my mother because he had her number, and they had a conversation. I'm not sure of what, but then on the 10th, I made a payment for $1357.80.
You made a payment or he did?
He had sent the money to my mother.
So he paid that amount.
Correct.
Which includes the late fee.
Correct.
Okay.
That's not true, Your Honor. I sent it to her. It's in her name, so I sent it to her.
Where did you send it, sir?
I sent it to her account. I sent it to her account.
I might be wrong. He might have sent it to me. Either way, it was sent. He paid it.
Okay, he paid September. Let's go to October. October, Mr. Byron.
Yes.
When did you pay rent? In October.
October, I paid I paid to her mother 2 payments.
How much and when? And why would you pay to her mother?
Because dealing with her was very difficult. Communicating with her was very difficult. I mean, I was getting nasty messages.
Could we move? When did you pay her mother? Did you pay
Girl,
her mother on October
peace.
1st?
No, I did. That was the month I was late. That was the month I was late.
Third, fourth, fifth. When did you pay her mother?
I paid her mother in October. I was late.
Just
I don't have the
Give me
dates,
the
but
date.
I don't have the dates, but it was paid in full.
listen. That's why you're here, sir. You're here because she says you owe her rent. Now, so far we've accounted for everything except $183 in June. You skidded on 5 days in May. Now we're on October.
That is,
Now,
Ms. Scott.
now we're on October. I want you to tell me when you paid your rent in October. And you should have had all this so that you're not wasting my time. Print it out, easy. She has the dates.
I don't have the date, but
Fine,
it's paid.
you
It's paid.
owe her $10.99 for October.
Your Honor, it's paid. She
Just
said
a
she,
second.
Your Honor,
Just a second. You owe her $10.99 for October.
Not true.
Show me.
I'll show it to you.
Show.
But
Show.
I'll
Just
show
a
it to you.
second.
I'll show
Don't
it to you.
tell me.
I'll show
Show me.
I don't hold it to you. Okay.
Date. You paid your rent in October and the amount.
Okay. I have it right here. It's 10/26 and 10/20. Yeah, 10/26. I paid everything on 10/26.
All right. So that you were a month late in October and you didn't pay the plaintiff and you didn't pay the leasing office. You gave the money to her mother. Now, let me
With
jump
a
ahead.
direction.
Let me jump ahead, Mr. Byron. Let me jump ahead. You paid the rent so that she wouldn't be evicted. Is that correct?
That's correct,
And he
Your
paid
Honor.
you back.
He paid me back
That's
in 3
right.
installments.
Just a
3
second.
installments.
Just a second. So you didn't pay your rent in October. Somebody had to cover your rent in October, and you nearly paid her back so that her daughter wouldn't have an eviction and she wouldn't have a negative credit rating. So that's October. What about November?
November, I didn't pay. And I have a good
Just
reason
a-
why.
I
That
don't
book
care.
apart. Did y'all hear it?
She told me
Were you
Did
there?
y'all hear it? Did you hear it, Keith? That was book apart. That was that's book apart. When I got to that part, I damn did die, girl. And I have a reason. Well, let's listen to the reason, y'all. Let's listen to the reason. Because he didn't pay that much, Rick. But that's book apart. But I have a reason. What's the goddamn reason now? Judge Judy don't want to hear no damn reasons. Do you have it or you didn't? But listen to what his reason was.
No, she told me to move out.
Just a second. Were you there in November?
I was there in November.
Yeah. Was you behind in the apartment in November?
Not really. I was traveling.
$10.99.
That's book
What you owe
apart.
for November? Did he fully pay October?
Yes, on November 9th.
Yes. Okay, so what he owes you is $10.99. Did you have to pay late fees when he didn't pay
I
October?
paid it.
Correct.
How
Yes.
much?
The total was $1357.80,
I paid the
including late fees.
Show me that you paid the late fee.
You can actually right here. Did I
Did
pay
you
the
pay the late
He
fee?
paid the full $1357.80 by
Fine.
November 9th.
Fine. So that all he owes you is $10.99 for November and $183 for
Yeah.
June.
I don't
The
want
late
to.
fee for November as well.
I
What?
paid all the
The
fees.
late
in June.
fee for November.
I
So
paid
that's-
everything. No, that's not true. I paid
Don't
everything.
speak to her.
Judge Judy.
I swear y'all that.
Mr. Byron.
Hold on, let me see if they're going to take. I swear that just reminded me of Bookham, y'all. I swear it did, boy. Well, I have a reason. And this was that. And he goes, well, I wasn't, yeah, I lived there, but I wasn't there. I was cracking up. But I say that, I just played that because there's more to it, right? You got to go find them on Judge Judy show, right? This was, I guess, a 2001, 2000. Did she say 11 or 2001? Something like that, right? So I say that because I watched briefly a little bit of Dennis Byron down in New York, with his press pass, and he's at a courthouse, right? And he's doing his due and reporting to the public out here on Mr. Kelly's information, right? But then I saw him as well reporting on the information, and I think at one point in time he did show up to Tasha K and Cardi B hearing, right? Well, this young lady here was trying to make her point that it's when people has some trouble like this in their life, and they build these YouTube channels, there's just always an agenda to do so. Well, she, goes on by saying, that the YouTube being a hustle, whatever, and of course going hard for the donations and the building of your channel. Allegedly he had a big debt that he needed to pay, to someone that he leased a roofing from, housing from. So that could have been when he started it. I'm not sure when he started it, his first YouTube channel, right? But mind you that he was really going hard on the information about Tasha K and Cardi's B court hearings, right? And here it is here. And I'm saying to myself, this man had a court hearings. He's not prepared for it. He also wanted to put his opinion on how the judge should have handled it, or how Cardi B or Tasha K attorneys should have handled, things in the courtroom. And, people like that always want to portray to the people as if they, know the actual, the law to things. You want to dictate on so and so, so and so, but yet then here he is up in court himself facing a judge, right? And he doesn't even have all of his paperwork and things together to win his case. Now, the judge had ordered him inside the court at the ending of that court hearing, right? That I need your address. Where do you live? This another Bookham shit, right? 'Cause y'all know Bookham is a sovereign, whatever he is, in offspring and shit, right? He has a lot of non-existence to the natural world out here. And sometimes I feel like that, like I shouldn't belong in this world because I think so outside, or weighted against the scale of people out here. I do. It's like, man, my tolerance for bullshit, man, is extremely, extremely low, y'all. So, right? But what happened was he told Judge Judy, no, I don't have an address, I don't want my address out there. That's Booker, right? Hey, butterfly, I don't want my address out there. So she goes, no, I need your address. Nope. Dennis Byron was like, no. Well, if you don't give me your address, your case will be dismissed. Right? And of course, he stood his ground firmly about not giving it to her. And of course, he lost his case. He lost. He had to pay all that freaking money, even though he was gonna pay the money anyway. Judge wasn't finna let him just walk out of there and not, you know, um, pay those people, which she went away. I don't know if she went to school or something, and so her she had to sublease her apartment, and her mom saved her rent because her rent had to be in by the first, no later than the fourth, and for some reason a couple of months he was running terribly behind. The 28th and 29th, that's running you right 2-3 days for the next month rent. So I thought it was funny, you guys. I really did. I was like, Dennis Byron, you never know. You never know who been on these court TV shows and stuff like that. And I'm not knocking no hustle or nothing like that. But, when they expanded YouTube and it went astronomically, like huge, I can't think of it. I gotta get the word out. It went big, right? It went super big, right? And now we see a whole lot of, black people having opportunities to make money. Some in a good way, but some of them is to, is in a bad way. But kudos to him if he used his channel to help pay off, what he needs to pay or whatever. But apparently he didn't have it like that either. What's going on, sugar baby? What's going on? So, yeah, it was crazy, right? Now, because I'm getting ready to go, I got to take some medicine. I don't know what this stuffy nose and stuff is right now. Thanks again for the birthday wishes. All of my comments everywhere, you guys. They were everywhere, so it's kind of hard to reply to everybody's single-handedly. So, to everybody, shout out to everybody for that. And that put a fantastical smile on my face. Love is love. And if it's in the air and it's got to come from elsewhere, I appreciate it. And I was grateful for that. But I got to show y'all this race. I don't know how many of y'all is into track and field, right? But I got to show y'all the USA taking the gold on the one 100 by 4, right? Relay. And that girl right there is the girl of the hour, y'all, right there. So I don't want to play the sound, but I got to show. They say she looked like Kobe Bryant. That's what everybody says. Like, she looked like Kobe Bryant, right? So, but y'all got to see this race. Man, this was an awesome, awesome race these girls put down, y'all. USA did on here. So one day I'm going to be able to position myself once Dakota is big to travel to actually, go to the Olympics and watch these things. But I want y'all to watch this race here with me. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so she looked like Kobe Bryant. I was like, what? Does she look like Kobe Bryant to y'all? It's going by so fast. And USA is going to be in the third lane. 1, 2, 3. And the starters, they will be taking a full lap around, but they have to stay in the lane all the way till they make it back around to pass the baton. And then the second leads, they're able, after they come around the long stretch, to merge in to the inner curve, all of them, which I think is crazy because it's a safety hazard, man. People be tripping over each other and shit, but it happens. But look at this shit, y'all. Y'all got to see these girls run. Let me see if I could turn it up so y'all can hear. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. Now I'm passing off. I want y'all to see the stretch. So there your USA is in the front, right? Look at them go. That's crazy. So I'm going to watch some replay on a few of these because I missed a lot. I want to watch the high jump and stuff like that. So remember I was telling y'all that my Wi-Fi is so bad at work, right? For some reason, my data or whatever is not connecting. Now, let me show y'all this because I have been complaining. I call T-Mobile every day. T-Mobile been trying to satisfy me and keeps me as a customer. So they goes, oh, well, what we're going to do, let me turn this light on so y'all can see. What we're gonna do is send you out, your router, your own Wi-Fi, But well, I guess whatever the case may be. So I'm like, but what am I supposed to do with that at work? Is it like portable? So the lady goes, well, yeah, and she goes, but you know what? It's complimentary. We're not charging you for anything or nothing like that. I'm like, the service or nothing? She's like, no, we're just gonna find a way to keep you as a customer, right? Because you've been with, Sprint and merging over to T-Mobile for a long time, right? Y'all, why they send me out this? This right here, this. And then they sent it to the job. So I think that they're misunderstanding what I'm saying, right? I think that they're saying that I need something to put in the office. The office have stable Wi-Fi. I don't have a problem if I go into the office, right? But if I'm out around on the floor bunkered around, there's nothing. My phone just spins and spins and spins, right? So I'm sitting here, and after reviewing, now this is going back. I'm going to get up early, I guess, because I don't have an appointment. I forgot I should have scheduled an appointment because I really need to go in there and sit down and talk to them. So they send this big old huge box out, right? And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? So, okay, let me open it up. And it's this. It came in exactly 2 days. So they held their word on that. And I'm thinking, what in the fuck is this big old box? What am I supposed to do with this? Put it in a backpack? Do you know if I walk around the building with this on the backpack of me, everybody will be walking with me. They're stuck to me for some Wi-Fi, right? So it's called a hot spot something. What the hell is this thing called? It's called a cell spot. 4G, LTE, cell spot, right? They tell you that the phones are running on 5G towers or whatever, so why do I have something that's going to be running at 4G LTE? Explain that to me. I don't understand it. Okay, so haven't read the pamphlet yet, either way. So she goes, no, you could just plug it up wherever you are, in the building. I can. Oh, okay. So you want me to take this big ass router box, this big ass box, this right here. This is what they sent. A router box, y'all. See that? And do what with it? You want me to plug this up somewhere on the floor, just somewhere. And I'm supposed to be okay with this. No, I'm not okay with this. I'm not happy with this. I'm not. They really trying to make sure that I don't snap out and become a Karen. I think that's what they're doing. Hi. That's what they're doing. They don't want me to be a Karen, and I really don't want to be a Karen. And I understand that they really are trying. But I'm supposed to do what with this, Edward? What? So this tells me that they do know that something must be wrong with their 5G towers or whatever, and what they're trying to do is satisfy the customers some kind of way. But I'm really not satisfied, you guys. I'm really not. I'm very disappointed. Send me this. This shit, I mean, this is going. So I hope that they have someone in that I can really sit down with and let them know that we're now at 99.9% of me leaving, you guys. As bad as I don't want to, I'm going to have to, because you can't resolve the issue without giving me a bunch of stuff. So now, mind you, because she said that this thing right here, you see Ted, where's Teddy at? I don't even see Teddy. Teddy. Oh, he's in his cage. What you doing, man? What's him doing? I don't know what him doing. I don't know what him do. I got my man. But, anyways, here's what I'm thinking. They may have said that this modem or whatever, this cell spot is free. So now, because I'm returning it regardless, but I'm willing to bet you that they were going to have some hidden additional fees attached to my cell phone bill. I'm willing to bet you. So that's something that I'm going to have to check out. Okay, babe, what do you think about the men running? Okay, babe, what do you think about the men running? Look at that. Oh, girl. Oh, look at that, okay, baby. Look. Oh, girl, look at the muscles. Look at that, girl. Look at that. Girl. He got junk in his trunk. Look at that girl. Oh, sexy. Whoa. Oh, look, girl. Now, I knew the one in the shades. I knew he was going to lose, girl. He came out there like he was straight up Cool Mo D. He thought he was Cool Mo D, girl. Now he crying. He crying. He emotional. These 2002 girl. These roughneck niggas here, right? Half of them probably, I don't know, in jail. Look. There you go, okay, baby. There go you one right there, girl. There we go, right there. Nice chocolatey one for you. Oh, shit. Oh, my Lord. This is crazy. With 2003. You know why we run like that, girl. We know why we run like that. That come from slavery. That type of running there, that come from slavery. We were built like that. We were built to run. We trying to escape, and get away and run fast. So yeah, it was built in. It was just built in us. I gotta go, y'all. I just wanted to share that food for thought with you guys. It's no shade. It's just something that I was trying to understand. And as always, made no sense to me. It made absolutely no sense to me at all to go and pay a $1,300 allegedly to an attorney that does not involve the client in the case. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. It's crazy. So, y'all have a good night. I will see you guys on Ladies' Night. So, y'all take care and good night. I don't know where this just came from, okay? I do not know. I still try to, I need to put my mask back on. I came up out my mask at work. I need to put my mask on. Um, I don't know. I don't feel sick, but I have the symptoms. Ain't that crazy? I have the symptoms. Like my throat is sore and I have a runny, stuffy, whatever nose. Just mixed. So, but I'm gonna watch these men's run for a while, girl. I like how they be showing out once they win. And I probably watch me some Hussein Bolts. I like to see him run. It takes him a long time to lift up his upper part of his body, almost half of the track. If he's doing 100, it takes him almost half of a track before he lifts up his upper body to start his long sprint. I'm like, I don't know why they be wanting to run against Bolts, right? Cause Bolts just got a longer sprint than everybody. His legs are long. But let me go get my shower and make me some tea and knock this shit out or whatever it is. Let me see what last look. Look at him. Ooh. Okay, boo. Go. Ooh, yeah. Bye, y'all.